Hey, you're finally taking off tomorrow.
Sojiro said you don't have to help out here today.
Go and see your friends before you leave.
Yeah, it's that time.
Off you go then.
Try not to cry.
Oh, Futaba. You're too genre savvy for your own good sometimes. Okay, no more messages to check. Just making sure that I haven't missed any Thieves' Den photos. We even have a news report now. Yeah, it's getting up to the start of spring.
Hey.
Winter is over. Seems like Persona games always end this way. Yeah, maybe we should check out the cherry blossoms. We can take one last look at our room. Yeah, they did. Also, so long, Tanaka.
Hey.
Well, we didn't really use this to train, but Lavenza sure did.
Hey.
Wait, crap, DVDs! I forgot to return that one DVD! I hope they'll let us do it!
Hey.
Goodbye,
Oh.
Mr. Houseplant. You were a great help in raising our kindness.
Hey.
Oh, these memories, checking the fridge for curry ingredients, making coffee. What about the phone?
Hey.
Yeah, we'll definitely try and find Kawakami. But of course, we do have our confidants available.
Good news. Kana-chan passed her high school entrance exam. She sent me a message this morning.
Oh, I hope it wasn't for Shujin.
I told her I was getting into high school too, and she says we can make our student debuts together.
Unfortunately, according to Strikers, Futaba does indeed attend Shujin, so hopefully Kana's going somewhere else.
So, you know that promise in the book? The one about going to school? This means, like, I did it, right?
Futaba achieved 100% completion of her promise list, finally!
Ooh, sounds good to me.
Oh, we're gonna have to get her this entire year's top AAA releases, aren't we?
Then I've got something else to look forward to, and it better be good. Don't let me down. Honestly, though, the idea of not having Sojiro or everyone else around is the scariest part.
Yeah, her first day is gonna be tough.
But I know I can't stay in my room forever, and that's way more important. I feel like I've been getting more curious every day. I want to see and learn so much stuff. So I want you to have this. It's proof I'm moving on. Because I only changed this much thanks to the notebook. And you, of course. If you ever feel lonely, just look at this notebook and remember that I've got your back. Okay?
You just had to unintentionally reference a Q2 song. So, these items. And yes, we can access our items now. Treasure Reboot and Memento Scan unlocked. Throughout this entire playthrough, I have been making a note of which confidant abilities were New Game Plus carryovers in every one of the bios, so you can go back and watch those if you want to see. But basically, every confidant you max will give you one of these items. They carry over to New Game Plus, and the moment you start that confidant on your New Game Plus, you will gain certain benefits. Some of these key items are better than others, but also these Giri Choko carry over too. The Romantic Chocolate fully restores SP to 1 ally, but yeah, it's like, you often just keep these lying around as trophies instead of actually using them.
Saying goodbye to me? Oh, cut it out. You're gonna see me tomorrow. Just remember to pack once you get back, you hear? I don't want you forgetting anything important here. Oh, yeah. I forgot about this. The Diary of the Phantom Thieves leader, huh? Probably gonna be worth a lot someday.
One day, people are going to be looking back and be so confused at why it mentions all those maid visits, and soft drinks.
Thanks, though. I'll keep it safe.
It doesn't matter whether you give your diary to Sojiro or not, but I like to do it.
Well, we've all been through a lot, but it seems like everything's changed for the better. Try to behave yourself back home, would you? Not like you ever listened to me anyway.
Joker's not going to misbehave without good reason.
Here, I want you to have these. I've got them memorized already. With that stuff, you can make the same... Well, no, that'd be a waste. Put your own spin on the flavor. Develop it. Make it yours.
Just don't get as experimental as the Amagi Inn from Inaba. I hear they've given a lot of people food poisoning.
Come on, you should get going. You still got things to do, right?
I should write something.
And even though we gave him our diary, we can still save. So thankfully they don't take away your ability to do that. Sojiro's reward gives you access to every single benefit of his confidant, which is kind of amazing. So you'll always make Master Coffee and Master Curry. Phone notification, huh? Oh, Makoto, well, there's a lot of people that we need to talk to, and it's not just the confidants. I want to check in with everyone we've met over the course of this story too. Everyone's been through a lot this year. Hopefully next year won't be as crazy for politics as Japan. Please take down that Shido poster. Truly is a season for meetings and partings. So we can check who's in which location. We'll be jumping around all over the place today. But while I'm going around and talking to the NPCs and other people here, like for example this guy, Pompous Customer, looks like he's actually grown too. I wonder if infinite possibilities is a euphemism for being unemployed. I don't know, maybe he hasn't really grown that much, but maybe slightly. But I thought I'd talk about Persona 5 itself and the impact that it's had and my own thoughts. So, when Atlas first revealed Persona 5, the hype was admittedly a little lukewarm since the first trailer was just someone standing in the Scramble Crossing, and then just like, I think like blue fire and that was it. Just a bunch of chairs as well with "You are slave." And then the reveal of the Phantom Thieves came in. And then the hype went off the charts. This game has, in my opinion, some of the best...
Hey!
Yeah, we actually hit one home run. The best trailers of any video game. And I think that really helped it do as well as it did. But I also feel like Atlas probably didn't expect this game to do as well as it did. And it was such a hit with the mainstream, much more of a hit with people overseas than they probably expected, given how unabashedly Japanese, as Lady Virgilia loves to quote from interviews in her videos, the game is.
Nice.
And with its mainstream success, admittedly came some complications. There are a lot of people out there who I feel maybe are a little bit too attached to this game. And I don't mean in the sense that, you know, the game genuinely didn't mean a lot to them, because obviously it did, but I mean more in the sense of the people who compare every other video game, other JRPG I mean, to Persona 5, and or even just video games in general. But I feel like we shouldn't let that taint our opinion of this entire game. Persona 5 fan as a term has become a bit of a pejorative in some circles, but again, we can't let a few bad apples spoil the whole bunch.
Oh, hey. You're going home tomorrow, right?
And let's have a final check-in with the doctor.
Then let me give you an update. So, about Miwa-chan. Her symptoms started fading pretty soon after administering the new medicine. Yeah, I can't wait. It's all thanks to you. Thank you for supporting me through it all. Same goes for the situation with Oyamada. You did everything you could to help me with it. I don't know where all that devotion comes from. Maybe I should take a cue from you. Here, I want you to have this. You saved Miwa-chan. It's only fair that you get to meet her someday. Let's see. Once Miwa-chan's all better, maybe the both of us could take a trip to visit you. Keep your health in check. I want you there to welcome us with a smile, okay?
In a few years, Joker's gonna have, exams, even more exams, and yeah, don't run yourself ragged, Joker. I do personally prefer, Abby Trott's take on Takemi to the original games, but both are pretty good.
You look like you're doing well. I decided to stop by after work.
Speaking of voice actors, though, it's still a little surreal that Saya plays, let's just say somebody very much not like Saya in Fire Emblem Engage.
I used to come by this area on occasion. I was always a fan of LeBlanc's coffee.
And threatening his daughter with child custody, yeah, that too.
It's tomorrow, right? The day you go home?
Let's not bring that up, though. Saya's changed.
Right. I'm taking you in. On the record, you've been cleared of all the crimes you were accused of. Unfortunately, the stigmas that came with them are a little harder to simply wipe away.
That's very true.
You might find that even now, sometimes it'll feel like the whole world's against you.
Well, we've literally had that happen to us twice and had to fight the embodiment of that twice, so we can take it.
So, just in case, take this. Whenever you need help, I'll be on your side. Remember that.
We've got a business card for the Saya and Company law officers.
I'll be doing my part to bring some real justice to our legal system. Can't rely on the phantom thieves forever.
Saya Nijima Ace Attorney spin-off when? My own story with Persona 5 is somewhat interesting. I actually first played it back when I was recording Persona 3 for this channel.
Wake up, get out there. Raise your voice, yeah, so a certain game may or may not have arrived for me. Don't worry, I'm not going to be rushing through here just so I can get back to Persona 5 as much as I really want to.
And I had a bit of a rough start because the physical PS3 version was not going to be released in Australia, so I had to import it, the UK version I had to import via a website, like an online store, and I'm not going to mention their names because I didn't have a positive experience and I don't want to slander them too much. I was very disappointed. I got the game like almost a month later than I should have. It was a huge pain, and yeah. So while everyone else was hyping over Persona 5, I, didn't get to play it for a very long time. At the same time though, as I'd mentioned before, I had already spoiled myself on Japanese live streams back when the game was new in September 2016. So I already knew the story. I wasn't too worried about having to dodge spoilers, so I could wait, kind of. It was still a little frustrating. But yeah, I did play this game on PS3 originally, and I don't actually think that was a bad experience. I have some old videos of it, actually. I've got all of the original Confidants, the platonic and the romantic routes uploaded on the channel, my first attempts at a lot of the bosses, my first attempts of the Mementos targets. If you want, you can check out those videos. Yeah, I actually was recording this game, though I had a much worse capture card back then, so the quality's not great. But, I had fun with my first playthrough, definitely. But I do feel like Persona 5 didn't really have as great of an impact on me as it did others until Royal. And the funny thing about Royal It's a good thing you're out of Maruki's brainwashing now. But yeah, maybe we'll see you again one day. But as I was saying, so Royal. I was not even planning on getting Royal. So I held off for a few months. And then I decided, you know what, I need something to play during lockdown. Might as well try Royal, because at first I actually was kind of a little bit annoyed at Royal existing. I thought there was no reason for an updated release on this game. I thought it was already good enough on PS3 and 4. But then I thought, you know, if I ever record this game for YouTube, I have to do it on PS4 for the best possible quality. And I don't own the PS4 version, and I was gonna have to buy a copy of the PS4 version anyway, just for the best possible recording quality. So I thought, you know what, may as well buy Royal. And then I played Royal, and I loved it much more than I expected to. In fact, I was playing Royal while I was recording the original Persona 4 playthrough on this channel. Especially if Shadow Kanji goes...
Stay out of my way!
Persona 5 Muscle Memory.
Oh. Did you come here for souvenirs? This place has everything. I'm busy getting ready for my study abroad, too. Gotta research schools, places to live, but we're all splitting off to do our own thing, huh? Honestly, it's not really hitting me yet. Yeah, totally. It's not like we're all leaving forever. I mean, we still have the group chat. I'll still be messaging you all, and you gotta respond.
Okay, so we're gonna be getting a billion more for reals for Ryuji in the future.
By the way, a little girl stopped me the other day in Shibuya. She said she saw me in magazines, and that she wants to be just like me when she grows up. It felt incredible.
There's always a trend of Lovers Arcana characters inspiring others, especially children.
Oh, right. Vague did a special piece on me in this month's issue. I said it all in the interview, but I'm gonna work hard. One day, I'll be modeling across the world.
Just watch out for Mika. She seems like future villain material to me.
I've gotta reach people. I want to give someone hope, like you did for me. Thank you for all you've done. The days I spent with you were some of the brightest in my life. Once I'm a star, I'm gonna shine even brighter though. So you watch out for me.
Ann will become the star that blinds the sky. Yeah, Ann is great. She's another character I've come to appreciate more lately. I wasn't a huge fan of Ann originally. I thought she was a little bit too generic compared to some of the other characters, but no, Ann's pretty good. And I really like her high energy in Royal. And now, this guy. I still think his Confidant is one of my favorites of the party.
Oh. That's right. You'll be departing tomorrow. It's sad to see this as a season of farewells, but I didn't expect we'd all go our separate ways.
Oh yeah, it certainly was a hell of a year.
That's putting it mildly. This time last year, I'd never have imagined I'd meet you all, leave my home, or become a phantom thief. Do you remember the painting I submitted to that competition? Desire and Hope it was. Well, I would like to bestow it upon you as a parting gift.
Okay then, how the heck do we fit this in our bag?
As of now, my canvas is still blank. It's not for lack of inspiration. There's so much I want to express, I can barely contain my passion. But my heart has not led me astray yet. I'll paint as it guides me. Even should I scar my work with doubt, hesitation, chaos. Certainly, that's a beauty all its own. Your life is no worse for its own scars. Your truest beauty lies in them. And I hope you tell me their stories someday.
Keep painting the world's beauty, Yusuke.
Nice.
Oh yes, it certainly was. But this place also has a shopkeeper with a funny voice that we'll be seeing in Strikers one day.
Hey, hey.
guess it does, but our hometown stores probably don't sell the best accessory ever, seriously. Null Brainwash. If you're somehow just coming to this video, get Null Brainwash from the Phantom Thief mask you can buy there during October, because it helps so much in the Fukurai fight. Oh, hi there, pickup artists. The ultimate plot twist of the millennium. Turns out that all along, yep, that guy had never even picked up girls. And yeah, even Lavenza gets in on the action. I've never actually tried Hanami before. Though I'm sure Japan is pretty packed at that time. Oh, even Kaoru's here. Another very understated character. I think he's great. And he's going to Shujin. Well, fortunately, most of the awful people at Shujin are in jail and or dead right now, so, yeah, hopefully it's not a bad place anymore. I still think, I still really, really, really hope that Kawakami gets a better position of power in that school and helps turn things around. Of course, I could talk about that when I actually talk to Kawakami.
Yeah. I hear you're heading home tomorrow. Perfect. I got a story for you. Karu got accepted to high school. He'll be a Shujin Academy student in the spring.
Yeah, he told me himself.
Thanks, man. Karu will be stoked when I tell him. He says he wants to become like you.
Oh, so that's probably why Shujin. We should have warned him.
Well, being a bro means someone will be following your footsteps. But I can't leave everything to you. I'm the parent here, so I gotta do my job. Oh yeah, here. It's an EY family gecko. Take good care of it, okay? Having you around the place helped me realize times sure have changed. But I'm not going obsolete just yet. I still got more to learn, just like you. Looks like you got plenty of guys following your lead now. I'm real glad we met. Take care.
EY is someone who I wonder if I might have disliked on first impression if I hadn't been playing this game with a guide for the first time, but he's really, really great.
So, you have come to say farewell. I have some words of reflection for you in this time of parting.
One of the earlier residents of this place taught you poetry, maybe? Oh no.
This twisted, broken world sought to crush you, yet you salvaged it, and with your ideals stitched it whole. You were a true trickster of this modern age, a beloved champion of a burdened public, and a man of such great heights. Well, where will his path take him next, I wonder?
Actually, yeah, that was pretty good.
Now, I don't know about that.
Yeah, she's not really allowed.
To accompany a trickster on so twisting and winding a path, I fear I'd soon be outpaced. I have more than mere words to give you today, though. Allow me to grant you a parting gift, not as the one who leads you, but simply as Lavenza. This is my blessing to you, to carry on your journey. You were confined to your cell for so long. Now at last it seems only right that you bear its key. In the past, guests of the Velvet Room have received their keys upon their very first visits. However, I was unable to pass it on to you at that point. This is the least I can do for you now. With this key in hand, you will be able to break free of whatever trials may imprison you in the future. Though of course, you have already chosen the path of true freedom. By inspiring others to take up arms and fight for their own beliefs, you may change the world itself. You walk the path of a true trickster. May it lead you to fortune beyond imagining.
We'll always have this key if we ever need to come here again, and something tells me this isn't the last joke we'll be seeing of Lavenza.
It's a little strange meeting here. That reminds me, the new coffee shop venture is progressing toward opening its first location. Actually, I'll be involved with its launch even while attending college.
Just don't burn yourself out, Haru.
We do have plans to expand into other regions. Perhaps one may pop up in your town.
I'm sure she'll be applying for there as like the first location.
From now on, I'll have to balance my studies and the company. No easy task, I'm sure. But it's all for the sake of making my dream come true. I swear I'll make this work. By the way, I tried making something for you. I'd like to sell handcrafted goods at my cafe as well. So this is the first step in my practice.
Really branching out and broadening your appeal, I like that.
I want to live up to my grandfather's reputation after all, and my father's legacy. It has to be a comforting, welcoming place for everyone. Some place to spend your peaceful hours. Once it opens, we should all meet up there. Just like our days at LeBlanc.
I wonder what she'll end up naming her cafe chain once it's all done. Well, here's the beef bowl shop. I was just about to say that we met Yoshida. But I'm a little bit more interested in, I have to know.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay! Morgana did it himself! One last gift to us from him, I suppose. Well, actually not really. We'll see that later. Oh, wow, okay then. You too. I wonder if Ecor's out here somewhere. This is like a curtain call for everyone, no matter how minor. The former bullies of Central Street. Well, hopefully with Maruki's reality gone, there isn't going to be an economic bubble bursting again. And, well, they're all making their first steps to being non-rotten adults in Japan. I would examine those, but no, these vending machines are not worthy of my time. They are not the true vending machines. Yeah, I guess it kind of was. You can even see the cherry blossoms from here. And, yep, Yoshida is here. And even Dietman Matsushita, the former wrestler, I believe? Yeah, everyone's figured that out by now. Yep, certainly. Well, as long as you're not with Shido's political party, I'm totally fine with whatever you're affiliated with. Hey, Reserve College student actually exists now! Another plot twist, he's finally stopped being invisible after all this time.
Hey!
True, but we did win big that one time back in summer. Oh, we're gonna have one last song? Please tell me we're gonna have one last song. Dangers past, God's forgotten, that's the way of the world. And the way of its people. But remember, I still have this guitar. Don't forget, I still have this song. Keep running, GMG, whether day or night. Keep running, GMG, GMG, great mother, great GMG. Yeah! Again, for the wrong reasons. Oh, actually, maybe not. Okay, then. That's cool. I hope his singing voice has improved over all this time. And it's Gabby and Ty once again. Definitely the Phantom Thieves. There's no way we can't say that. Nobody will forget the Phantom Thieves. In fact, in my, cinematic universe headcanon, I was gonna tie Tokyo Mirage Sessions into the Gary Stu Persona timeline, and there Life Will Change was actually a song made by Fortuna Entertainment about the Phantom Thieves. That and Wake Up, Get Out There, and Last Surprise, like they're all Fortuna Entertainment songs. And oh no, the Phantom Thieves are now tied into this cult. I don't believe we actually need to go up here, but I want to try just in case. Please tell me you've stopped obsessing over Akechi. Also, with Maruki's reality gone, I'm pretty sure her boyfriend is gone too. I still wonder if Maruki somehow created a clone of Akechi to hook her up with. That would be horrifying.
No way.
It's not their rainy day coloured sandwich that I enjoy most, it's the melon pan. Huh. Okay, right, he's got. I was worried he died for a second there. I forgot about those two the first few times I played, and I'm glad that I went to talk to them. That's all you have to say, right here at the very end? Well, I suppose there's nothing left for us to do here.
Yep, Yoshida is here.
Let's take the train to another place. We've got school. Actually, let's hit up Kunda Church. It does say there's a train fare, but I guess Morgana pays it for you. Even the priest we can talk to. Oh yes, we certainly did. And don't worry about all those things that detective friend we brought here said to you in confession.
Oh. You came to visit. You're going home tomorrow, correct? To tell you the truth, I have an important shogi tournament tomorrow as well. Thank you very much. If I do well, that will make it 10 straight wins. I'll work hard so I can give you a good report.
10 straight wins, even without all those match fixing. Yeah, I'm sure you knew about a lot of good techniques even before all that.
That's quite a smile. Like a knight standing victorious at the end of a grand siege.
If that's anything like chess, checkmating with knights is hard, so that's a really big achievement.
But I suppose a knight can't remain idle for too long. His presence is still needed elsewhere, I take it?
Yes, he must promote to Paladin and go off to break later Fire Emblem chapters somewhere else.
If my shogi skills have truly helped such a dauntless champion, then it has been an honor and a pleasure. From one player to another, I have a parting gift for you. The lance piece moves exclusively forward. Until it is promoted, it can only move onward, never back. So let us continue on our own paths, even if we have to part ways for now.
That's a nice metaphor.
One day, when the two of us lances have been promoted, we will retrace our steps and meet again.
Yeah, when that piece promotes, it is able to move backwards. Never really thought about that, but the same metaphor applies to pawns too. See you, Hifumi. I know that you weren't, you know, literally gonna be a phantom thief, but I still wish more was done with her.
Hey!
But those real-life gacha machines. And now it's time for the final step in the rental girlfriend saga. And she's gonna become an actress. Suppose it makes sense. We have yet another one of the maids of Akihabara. But there actually is something important in Akihabara that relates to something that we did.
This is cool.
Yep, this is Lilina, or Lillian. Star Lilina's new CD. And we can listen to it, because as you can see there, Thieves' Den updated. That actually unlocks a song in the Thieves' Den called He's a Trickster. So if there's a question mark still in your Thieves' Den, even if you've already played the game many times over, You might have actually missed that one. You will also need to get Maruki's ending for his credits theme, and the vanilla ending for its credits theme. Huh. Yeah, I wonder what kind of Joker's gonna show up this year, if you know what I mean. Speaking of Joker, I will say, he is a fantastic main protagonist. Like, of all of the Persona protagonists, he is easily my favorite. It's the kids that we were with in Order's Confidant. Yeah, even from the very start, like, everyone knew something was special about this game's protagonist. There's a reason he's in Smash Brothers. One day I'll have his amiibo, but it's kind of like 200 Australian dollars right now, so, yeah, I'm gonna have to try and find it for a good price somewhere. I really, really wish that I had bought it back when it was still new. I'm not gonna make that mistake with Pyra and Mithra. I'm gonna pre-order them, like, immediately, because I know they're gonna sell out stupidly fast. Oh yeah, we'll still have those retro games. We're probably still gonna take the Thamma Drive. How are your stock ventures going? Well, that's all you have to say. Sometimes that's all that does need to be said. Also, poor Mishima, but I'm gonna talk to Order first.
Hey!
Order is actually somebody that I've come to reevaluate.
Hey, you're moving tomorrow, right? Don't forget to practice at home.
I've said it before, but I'll say it again. He used to be my least favorite confidant in Persona 5, but that's no longer true.
If you visit, you gotta call me, okay? We can play in person again.
Yeah, that's true, but if we're ever online and gun about and we get headshot 100 times in one match, we'll know we're dealing with you.
Or wait. Oh man, if your hometown has an arcade, I could totally do an away match there.
It's kind of a shame that arcades are dying outside of Japan, because this kind of, these kind of get-together tournaments are always great fun.
Oh right, I returned the money, and he forgave me. We're friends now, and he's even playing Gunabout with me. He's still a total newbie, so I'm teaching him all the pro strats. Oh, but don't stress. It's not all boot camp this time. I'm going easier on him. Thanks for everything. You've helped me so much. I'm gonna give you my secret weapon.
We get a super scope, basically.
See, that's my strategy. I use this to practice at home. But these days I'm kinda too busy helping Mom or playing with my friends. At first, I thought you were kinda weird, but now, you seem pretty cool. So, I'm still your teacher when it comes to games, but you're my teacher in real life.
I wonder if Joker would do well as a teacher. Maybe another possible career path for him now that I think about it. But let's not keep Mishima waiting any longer.
Oh. So, you're finally heading home tomorrow, huh? I guess this means the Phantom Thieves have disbanded.
You're still gonna keep the fan site up, right?
My documentary script is going well, though. It's not really close to done, but it's coming along. Huh? Well, I haven't really gotten to that. I've been too busy actually writing it.
Maybe something involving the words Persona and Royal? That sounds good.
But when I need one, I'll definitely be consulting the ex-Phantom Thieves themselves.
Something tells me we're not going to be ex-Phantom Thieves for long, or ever.
Makes me wonder how many people I can reach with my work. It's exciting, but kind of scary, too. It might be a bestseller, or it might just fade into obscurity.
I mean, this is something I've always said about art in general. Don't make something expecting that it will be a bestseller. Just do it to the best of your ability, and if it's good, it's gonna do well.
But I want to put my hope into this. It's a message from the old me to everyone in the world. So, even if I'm scared of failing, I'll face this head on. Just like you did with that first calling card. Oh yeah, it's still a pretty early draft, but It'd mean a lot if you could read it sometime. I could really use your feedback.
I feel like we've read your fan fictions before, and if it's anything like those... Oh wait, no, actually no, this is gonna be great, it's gonna be great, don't worry.
You probably had tons of crazy fights I don't even know about, right?
Oh yeah, you don't know anything about the metaverse stuff. This is gonna be an interesting feedback session.
So, we should sit down and talk about them sometime. The more of it I get on record, the better.
Yeah, I wonder how the reviews in it go. Like, people are gonna be saying, huh, this book is great, but that part where Kamoshida turned into a giant goat fly monster and shot volleyballs at everyone, that's totally unrealistic.
I'll make sure the story of the Phantom Thieves goes down in history.
Ah, Gang of Rumor. You know, I'd actually forgotten about what I named them. So thank you so much for the reminder, Mishima. No, seriously. Mishima he's great. Oh, we can even head to Ueno. Oh yeah, we kind of have his last great painting in our bag right now. It's getting cat hair all over it. Something about friendship, huh? You know, I think this is actually my first time realizing that's a thing. What happens if you go to all of the other hangout locations? Is Mika gonna be? Yes, she is! Okay then!
Right here! Thanks a bunch! What do you want?
We're here to give you an ultimatum. Don't do anything mean to Arn. Even though we're in another town, we will still find you for it. Arn is going to destroy you. Just saying. That seems like there's nowhere else we can really go, except we can check out Kichigeorgi. In fact, even though it says there's no confidant here, you still want to visit Kichigeorgi. It's important because we can get some closure on a few other confidants who may not be out and about right now. Wait, you haven't? You have? You know, have you seen all that stuff about the Phantom Thieves on the news? You could probably put two and two together if you've seen that. Oh yeah, no, we know full well how stubborn he is. Yeah, was he alright? You know, maybe he will. Maybe he will. In Kichigeorgi, though, I want to talk more about my thoughts on Persona 5 itself. I will say that my views on it are probably the most boring out of 3, 4, and 5. Persona 3 was my first Persona game, and I still love it. Persona 4 went through a redemption arc. I used to hate Persona 4, and I came around to loving it relatively recently, around the time I did the playthrough. Persona 5, I liked it when I first played it, and I still liked it now. There's really not much more to say there.
Hey!
We're thankful to you for that 1 point of knowledge you gave us.
What?
So thankful that we're going to tell you we're moving. Information desk lady whose name we don't even know. Yeah, but they've said that Kichigeorgi is a good place to live, but at the same time it's also apparently really expensive.
Hey.
I can kind of relate. But Persona 5 Royal, I do have to give it a lot of credit for the fact that I didn't think the vanilla game could get any better. Like, the vanilla game's gameplay already made Persona 4's look bad, and Persona 4's, in my opinion, made 3's look bad. So that's really saying something about how good 5's was. And then somehow, Royal's gameplay makes Vanilla 5's look bad. Like, when I go back to Vanilla 5, I really, really miss the lack of the improvements to Baton Pass.
Oh yeah.
Akechi's new confidants. all of these extra things, technical damage especially, like the way they handle technical. If you haven't played Vanilla P5, technical damage is kind of a crapshoot in Vanilla P5. Very few people ever cared about technical damage in that game. And now technical is incredible. Guns as well, like using gun attacks, they would consume ammo and you wouldn't get that restock between fights in the original. And in Royal, it's just so much better. Royal just, again, Royal improved on a game I didn't think it was possible to improve on, which really says something about Royal. I still find it's a little, I don't know, a little weird that Royal even exists in the first place, given that it's on the same console that the original came out on. But now that it's on Switch and 360, also being silent for the epilogue to this arc, now that it's on Switch and 360, I suppose it does justify the extra releases of Royal. Yeah, don't worry about it. We definitely don't know your father at all. Don't worry, Trader Sakai. We know all about secret identities. Your secret is safe with us.
Can I talk?
Yeah, this is. Oh yeah, and his glasses are fake, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, Morgana will actually mock you for getting it wrong all this time later if you did get Morgana's question wrong. Wow, okay then. Yeah, clearly something pretty rough went down here without us knowing. Seems like everyone in Tokyo is feeling better now. I guess that just proves Maruki wrong. People can turn their lives around even without his help. But on the subject of the 360 release, actually wanted to talk to this family. I can talk about my thoughts on this playthrough and just what it's been like. Yeah, this has been a ride, over 200 main parts. I did expect this game would take that long. It took me 150 hours on my first run of Royal. But I think I have enjoyed every moment of it. There's something oddly therapeutic to me about doing a Let's Play of a Persona game. It's hard to explain why, but there just is. I just never feel lost or confused. I always feel like I can talk about something, whether it's about real life, whether it's about the story, the characters, the gameplay. 200 parts, and I've never run out of things to talk about. And I've always loved that about these games. So, I was originally planning on doing P5 still in 2022 to start, but a little bit later on in the year. Then Advance Wars Reboot Camp got delayed, and let me just say, it wasn't just that was why I was depressed a lot in 2022. Believe me, there are way more reasons than that. But when I was feeling down from that, I was really lost and wondering what I'd do next with the channel. Just like what I wanted to record next. I just wasn't ready for anything at the time. But then I decided, you know what? I'm gonna start playing Persona 5 Royal again. I'll make it the test playthrough, and I'll just see how I feel about it. And the moment that I started, I had forgotten just how good the opening of this game is. Doing the Kamoshida arc again, experiencing it 2 years after I finished it in my first playthrough of Royal, I had completely forgotten how good that all felt. I felt so good, and it really did play a part in getting me through my depression at the time. I got so hooked that I was playing my test run just constantly from that point. I actually kind of gave up on playing another game that I was playing at the time just to play a lot of Royal. But that just just, you know, really hammered it in for me that I wanted to make Persona 5 the next major thing that I started. So this is essentially Akechi's Confidant epilogue. And this still happens even in the vanilla ending, as I've shown, which is kind of interesting. So there are implications that maybe we haven't seen the last of Akechi, even if you don't get the new royal contents. We'll have to see. But I've got to check on one vending machine that gave me the SP drinks.
Hey!
I almost forgot about you. Almost. But, yeah, this playthrough, admittedly, when I talk about helping with my depression, it's been kind of a ride because, right after I recorded the first video of Persona 5 Royal, my laptop's hard drive died, and I lost the first 5 other episodes that I did. Fortunately, the laptop itself is still usable. It's just the hard drive. But I also lost all my notes, and because of that, I had to go through this whole playthrough completely noteless. I made notes on the entire game from my test run, and I lost them all. I kind of had to improvise for the rest of it. But I still hope that I showed everything that I wanted to, everything that I could. I'm sure you all enjoyed everything that I had to show. I hope I've shown some things that maybe you didn't know about this game. Heck, you've shown me things I didn't know about this game. I didn't realize you could send calling postcards to people to get Confidant points with them. I didn't realize you could wiggle the analog stick to help dodge chalk.
Nice!
But yeah, I admit things were pretty rough for me at that point when my laptop died, because not only do I rely on my laptop for a lot, but again, I had just started like the biggest Let's Play that I had ever attempted, and my hard drive died. But about a week later I was able to fix things. The hard drive wasn't salvageable, but I did get a new laptop, and it's worked really well. In fact, it's actually sped up the production of this series. I would not be able to make these videos this well if it weren't for that. Like, it now takes me like less than 30 minutes to produce a 1 hour long video, when previously it would take like 2 hours. So yeah, I'm glad that I have a better machine now. So I suppose, you know, sometimes when it seems like bad things happen, it's just like with Maruki, sometimes you can pull through them.
Oh, honey.
Yes, we can finally say goodbye to the best person ever. Not all.
Oh.
I had to do it. I'm sorry. I just had to.
Come back anytime.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be drinking our nights away as soon as we're of legal age.
Do you have ESP?
Kind of?
I'm surprised you knew where I was. Are you here to say goodbye?
Well, I mean, technically, yeah, Third Eye showed us where you were. Your card appeared in our map.
That's my line. So, I'm close to being able to report on Kaio's case. Ever since all that stuff happened with Shido, the stories haven't stopped rolling in.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, wait, we can actually report on shady stuff about Shido now.
But it looks like I can finally avenge her. And it's all thanks to your hard work. Here, it's a record of the struggles we shared. By the way, I heard the Phantom Thieves are disbanding? It's gonna be so boring around here.
Where did you hear that from?
Not every day you get to chase after a bunch of young revolutionaries like them. Hold on though, I bet you got more tricks up your sleeve. You're going home, not turning over a new leaf. I'll be keeping an ear out for your next adventure, okay? I promise, I'll tell your story to the world.
Little does she know, and little does Joker know, that we already had another adventure by now in Q2.
Come again.
Speaking of weirdos, the Shinjuku creatures aren't even here, so I think it's somewhat fitting that they don't get a goodbye. Yeah, like, admittedly P5 has some kind of rough things in it, but at the same time, I don't like it when people say that those aspects of it ruin every other good thing that it does in its story.
It's exactly as the card said. You came to visit me.
Let me guess, you turned over all fools.
In your current state, you should be fine.
And maybe a world.
Well, if you're the one saying that, then it must be true. I've been receiving encouragement from my clients lately, even though I should be the one encouraging them. Strange, isn't it? But perhaps that's the truest form of fortune-telling there is. Mutually encouraging each other to find happiness in a world full of tangled, painful fates. It's the kind of comfort I've always hoped to provide in my readings.
You know, have you ever considered going into counseling? You'd probably do a better job than Maruki.
Here, this card represents your future. Please, take it as a good luck charm. An upright fortune card represents happiness to come, but it's an omen of doom when reversed. But I know you'll carry on with the same conviction you've always had. You are never one to fear the future. That's how you manage to bring joy to any fate. So, I'm sure we'll meet again. Though, that's not based on any augury. Just a personal wish.
See you, Chihaya. I'm sure your future is bright. I suppose speaking of fortune-telling, here's one strange thing about... Oh hey, Ryuji's there too. I need to go back there, but yeah, a strange thing about this playthrough is that, by sheer coincidence, the same day that I uploaded the first part, they announced the new ports of Royal. And by also sheer coincidence, as I'm ending things, they announce a new spin-off. I still can't believe things worked out that way.
Yo. Man, spring break's supposed to be the most fun part of the year, but instead you're just moving away. Then again, so am I. I guess this is probably the last time we'll be meeting up here. Dude, don't say it like that. You make it sound like I'm gonna die or something.
Well, I mean, you kinda did once.
Look, this isn't gonna be the last time we see each other. I'll come visit whenever you want. Honestly, even with the rehab, I don't know if my leg's ever gonna be how it was before. But when I think about how much I want to run, well, I figure there's no point lying to myself. Nothing's guaranteed. I don't know if I'm gonna get anywhere, but you could say that for any goal, right? I don't want to live stuck on regrets or shame. I'd rather just run and keep on running. And hey, you better practice too. See, if we share our times, we can even compete from far away. Man, when I think about going to school without you guys, I don't know. I can't imagine it. It's nice feeling like I got a future worth looking forward to for once, though. And it's all thanks to you, man.
I hope, you can find a fresh start at that new school. Always remember,
hey,
that this vending machine sells SP drinks. Took me a while to realize that. Speaking of took me a while to realize, wow, I am so sorry that I forgot to talk to you last time.
You're heading home tomorrow, I hear. It'll be a new start. You've got my blessing, whatever that's worth. I recall the days when you helped me out with my speeches here. Yes, I feel the same. But for now, we have more important things to do than reminisce. Both of us are taking our first steps on a new path. It's time we looked forward, not back. You expect farewells to be so sad, but here we are beaming. From now on, your life is your own to live. Now, I suppose I'd better send you off with a parting gift. It's an incredibly expensive fountain pen I bought back when I'd strayed from the right path. Embarrassingly enough, I hardly used it. I hope you'll put it to better use than I did. Whatever new chapters you write with that pen, I'll be watching for them.
Now, back to school one last time. Hi there, Ray Chase train announcer, who somehow reprised that role in Nocturne.
Sorry to bother you when you're so busy, but I wanted to see you before you left. Won't be long until I'm living alone, too. We'll both have to get used to the quiet.
You know, you don't have to live alone. We can come with you.
Really? I guess I have something to look forward to then. My sister and I are actually going to go look at my new place soon. A year ago, all this would have been unthinkable for me. But nobody told me to do this. It's a path I chose for myself. Of course, I'd never have gotten to this point alone. You gave me the push I needed. Back then, I was just another honor student. Meeting you helped me change how I define myself. So I want you to have this. It helped me learn to love studying.
Hopefully this is one of those scientific calculators. That'd make sense for Makoto.
One day, I'll be a police commissioner. I know it won't be easy, but I also know I'll never give up.
Chie, Akihiko, and Makoto police spin-off when? Get Naoto involved too.
By giving this to you, I want to prove that. And I hope it'll comfort you when I can't be there myself. It doesn't matter if we're far apart. Our hearts will be as close as ever. And that'll help me keep fighting.
Well, it's gonna be hard if she wants to reform the police force, but if there's anyone who can do that, it's Makoto. The track team too. Yeah, we know. I mean, he almost slipped a little bit in another reality, but he came back. Yeah, I suppose you can run together, even if you're not in the same team. Yeah, he is, if you look at his fastest time in the art book. Surprisingly heartwarming words from the old track team. Shujin, if there's one place we're not gonna miss. But...
Yep.
I'm sure it's in good hands now, with you.
Oh. What a coincidence. I'm about to give a lecture. Did you come to see the campus? You're going back home tomorrow, right? Make sure you keep up your studies there, okay? Of course. And let me know if there's anything you need. This is the last time we'll see each other for a while. You can at least look a little sad about it.
I feel like this is the kind of sentiment that a lot of teachers have on their students' last day.
I'm kidding. Honestly, seeing you so happy gives me peace of mind. Now that you're heading out into the world, I've got a present for you. It sounds like the setup to a joke. A student bumps into his teacher in a full French maid outfit.
Yep, it kinda was.
But somehow, that opened up all kinds of new paths in my life. You taught me so much. You're not just my best student. You were a great master. I can make up for all the times I distanced myself from my students. I'll help anyone who needs it. The point is, I'll put in the work. I learned a lot from you, and I won't let that go to waste.
Just realized, I think that means... Yeah. We're ending things with the first confidant we completed. Goodbye, Shujin. It's time to go back home. Of course, I don't mean Ren's hometown. You know where I mean.
Have you said all your goodbyes? Are you really sure? Hey, I actually have a present for you too. Even when I was human, I kept holding on to this for some reason. Between a cat, a human, or some kind of vehicle, It's been hard to say for sure who or what I am, but whatever else I am, I can say without a doubt, I'm your partner. Well then, we should probably go home and get packed, huh?
You finished saying your goodbyes? Well, how'd it go? Did it make you feel like you want to stay?
Yes.
I see. You must have made a lot of good memories here. You're leaving early tomorrow from Shibuya, right? Make sure you pack up before you head to sleep. Oh, and take that stupid cat with you. I don't want it getting lost and ending up back here.
Don't make fun of me. I can go wherever I want all by myself.
It really never stops meowing, huh? Hey, Futaba, what's he saying? Is he sad that he has to leave me?
He said, Sojiro's stupid.
What?
What kind of translation is that? Let me have a nice goodbye.
Mona's your responsibility now. Leave Sojiro to me.
Yeah, you kind of are the responsible adult in this relationship.
All right, I've been counted on.
Oh, man.
Even if you're not here, I'll make sure I do my best. So, you go do your best too. Thank you for everything.
Hey. You got everything? When I took you in, I thought I was the one helping you. But it turns out it was the other way around. Take care. Don't be so cheeky. Oh, and sorry. I wanted to have Futaba see you off too. I haven't been able to find her since this morning, though.
I feel like there's a surprise party in our future.
Same with that cat.
Definitely.
If you end up back in the city, come on by. I'll at least treat you to a nice cup of coffee. Wait, that means I can't go closing the store, huh? What are you doing? Hurry up and go. Yeah.
Sometimes those moments with no dialogue hit the hardest.
Yo! You over there!
Hey, look this way!
After we said we'd disband.
We are all on break after all. No more entrance exams. I can drive you to the station.
You really, really gotta go?
Shit.
They've even followed us here?
What should we do?
Need a hand?
Hmm?
Dr. Maruki?
You're suggesting we split up? Should we? Here we go!
Come and get us!
Shall we then? There's no charge. If you find yourself struggling in life,
You can start over, like me. Remember that. So yeah, if that ends up saving you, then we're square. Good luck.
Whoa. Damn, man. Those dudes just wouldn't give up.
Wish it went smoother, but I guess this is it.
Be sure to eat well.
We'll see you soon, right?
If you don't come back, we'll find you there.
All right, it's time.
Yeah.
Aw, gotta go already?
We don't make the train schedule.
See you later, my dude!
I'll text you, okay? Come on, sit down.
You taught me to keep my head up, didn't you?
Told you I was coming with you. Ooh.
Take care.
that was not the end of Joker's adventures. I hope to join you again one day for Persona 5 Strikers, the canonical direct sequel to this story. But until then, I can't believe this is finally over. All I can really say is, Atlas, please make a Persona 6. We really, really need one after going through all this. I'm almost in tears now, and that rarely happens. Thank you everyone so much for watching this. This won't be quite the end. I still need to go over what Clear Data does, and I have some New Game Plus Super Boss videos that I've recorded in advance, as well as all the romance routes that I haven't done, and maybe some bonuses on the unused content of this game. But until then, I will leave you, and this is Big Clinky signing off. See you all next time.